Sometimes when I'm reading through scripture, especially books like Joshua, I'll hit certain chapters that feel a little repetitive. I love the book of Joshua. It's where we see God's promises come to life. The walls of Jericho fall, the Israelites finally entered the promised land, and it's packed with verses that we all know, like, be strong and courageous, and for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. But then you get to those chapters about dividing up the land, and it's page after page of who gets what boundary lines and cities, that I can't even pronounce. And if I'm being honest, I used to skim through that part. But one day I decided to slow down. And when I got to the end in Joshua 21:43 to 45, it hit me and it reads: So the Lord gave to Israel all the land of which he had sworn to give their fathers, and they took possession of it and dwelt in it. The Father gave them rest all around according to all that he had sworn to their fathers, and not a man of all their enemies stood against them. The Lord delivered all their enemies into their land. Not a word failed of any good thing which the Lord had spoken to the house of Israel. All came to pass. And it changed my perspective. Like, those details matter because what we view as just a list of names and territories are actually a record of God's faithfulness. Every city, every boundary, every tribe listed was proof that God did exactly what he said he would do. And it's the same thing with those long genealogies in Matthew. It might seem boring to read name after name, but that genealogy is a direct line showing God's promise to Abraham was fulfilled through Jesus Christ. From the beginning of Genesis all the way to the Gospels, God has been consistent, and even in the smallest details, He's showing us that His word never fails. So if you're in a season where things feel slow or where you don't see much happening, remember this: God is still working in the details. You might not see the full picture yet, but He's writing a story that proves His faithfulness down to every name, every place, and every promise. Because just like Joshua 21:45 says, not a word failed of any good thing which the Lord had spoken. All came to pass. He hasn't forgotten what he told you, and if he said it, he will do it.